Hi, I'm Andy Meehan, your next Republican congressman from Pennsylvania District 1. The warning that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely has been ignored by the chairperson of the Bucks County Republican Committee. Her underhanded and self-serving tactics aimed at silencing not only my voice, but the voice of tens of thousands of Trump supporters and conservatives have failed. Just as she failed to motivate a meager 665 more Republicans to vote on November 5th, 2019, out of the 105,000 who stayed home, which was all the GOP needed to retain control over the county, so too has she failed in silencing and sinking the campaign of an underfunded political novice threatening to rob her of the only shiny gem left in her crown. If only she fought the Democrats half as hard as she has attacked me to protect her sacred calf, perhaps another 2+ voters for each precinct would have been motivated to prevent the surrender of the crown jewel of Bucks County. The tenure of her and my opponent has been a disaster for Montco and Bucks Republicans who have lost 6 municipalities, 8 row offices, and the courthouse. Their strategy to distance our party from Trump and project our trash importation problem onto now County Commissioner Harvey were obviously disingenuous and cost us the election. The simple truth that we all know is this: barring election fraud, President Trump is going to win re-election in November, and rightfully so. When he wins, do we want a congressional representative who supports his agenda and implements it by voting for it? Or do we want a repeat of the first 2 terms of my opponent, who immediately established himself as a self-described check on the Trump presidency, opposing him tooth and nail on a litany of issues from border wall funding, the travel ban, carbon taxes, and the disastrous Paris Accord, chipping away at our Second Amendment rights, biological males competing with females and sharing safe spaces, unwinding Obamacare, funding Planned Parenthood. The list is long and embarrassing. Fitzpatrick even voted as Nancy Pelosi's favorite Republican to label Trump tweets as racist last July. He doesn't even want to be called a Republican. Those are his own words, not mine. The reality is that if Republicans do not unite around my campaign, which is simply based on a return to our values and supporting our president and his agenda, the Democrat will win in the general election because the base Republican voters are done with electing disloyal, Mitt Romney-style, anti-Trump rhinos. Instead, we will follow Fitzpatrick's own lead and write in Mike Pence for Congress, just like Fitzpatrick did on November 8th, 2016, for his vote on the presidential candidate.
Congressman Fitzpatrick did not vote for President Trump in 2016. Congressman Fitzpatrick did not vote for President Trump in 2016. Now,
no more holding our noses and getting in line after being taken to the woodshed in the primary. After what the Republican committee chair and Fitzpatrick have done to silence our voices, culminating in a calculated and cowardly refusal to debate me, his base of support in the general election has evaporated. He's done, we're done. We picked up Van Drew, and we'll pick up more. We can afford to lose PA01 if it means not selling our souls and what dignity we have left. We would regroup and hold our heads high to fight another day. The Republican Phoenix would eventually rise up from the ashes with new blood, new energy, and a renewed commitment to our values and principles. Or we can simply unite now and take back what is ours. Choose wisely on April 28th, my friends. I'm Andy Meehan, and I approve this message. Hi, this is Andy Meehan, and in case you haven't heard, I am doing something extremely difficult, but absolutely necessary. I'm a conservative challenging Congressman Brian Fitzpatrick in the Republican primary. On the issues, the congressman and I are worlds apart. Fitzpatrick voted in favor of amnesty for illegal aliens and against securing the border, while I'll oppose any amnesty and make sure the wall is funded. He supports gun bans and unconstitutional red flag laws, while I stand with our gun owners, our Second Amendment rights, and our right to due process. He voted to give a legal right to biological men to access women-only spaces and to compete against them for college athletic scholarships. I believe that women deserve women-only safe spaces in our society and fair competition in sports. He's voted for carbon taxes and the Paris Climate Accords, while I've put in writing my pledge of no new taxes. And Fitzpatrick has consistently supported endless wars in the Middle East. I'll vote to bring our troops home. Some establishment leaders in the Republican Party believe that you are obligated to endorse Congressman Fitzpatrick out of party loyalty. However, he isn't worthy of that loyalty as he has not demonstrated it himself. He voted against President Trump in 2016. He has not committed to supporting the president in 2020, and he voted with Nancy Pelosi to label the president a racist just this past July. He does not stand up for the president or our Republican values. I, on the other hand, as the nominee, will do both. But I need your help. Please go to meehan2020.com/contribute to help me raise the money to win this race. And please also hit the share button to share it with your friends and family so they can see how important this is and they can support me too. This is Andy Meehan, and I approve this message.